Hi, I'm Sebastian Gomes, host of Subject Matters, and here's my take on Promise and Challenge. Catholic Women Reflect on Feminism, Complementarity, and the Church. This book is the product of a symposium that took place a few years ago examining women in the church today. 12 of the women who were at that symposium submitted their papers. They're all collected here. The context for this whole conversation is what Pope Francis has said regarding women, namely that we need a more incisive presence of women in the church and we need a more profound theology of women. Now, it's important to point out that all the women writing in this book come from the same school of thought. They are all basing their theology mainly on John Paul II's theology of women, the feminine genius, and complementarity. That's important to point out because there are also many other women in the church, obviously, who do not start at that same foundation. I only point that out because this book is not comprehensive of women's thought in the church today. It's one particular school, but it is invaluable as a contribution. What I do love about this book is that it's very practical. Because it starts with the fundamental or foundational teachings of the magisterium, it's able to offer some really practical steps forward about how women can work with men for the same purpose. And for that reason, it's also going to break down a lot of fear, I think, on the part of priests and bishops who may not be as open to women in ministry in the church today. That's the valuable contribution of this book. I can't wait to see what Pope Francis is going to do further on women. I'm waiting to see anxiously what happens with the whole mix-up of the Vatican bureaucracy, the reform of the Vatican bureaucracy, and I can tell you that Mary Hassan, who's the editor of this book, or any of these women writing in this book would be wonderful selections and contributions to that bureaucracy in Rome as a starting point. So we'll see what happens. Until then, enjoy reading Promise and Challenge, Catholic Women, reflecting on feminism, complementarity, and the Church.